And we are live. Instagram, good morning. Oi, oi. Today is Friday. What a beautiful day it is. It's grey, it's drab, it's been raining. Hello, Matty. How are you? Hope your back's better. Last time I heard you'd injured your back. You had a sore back. From Luke that day that we were supposed to come down sparring, it got cancelled, didn't it? Hope you're well, brother. Good morning, good morning. Will you be at the show next week? Have you got anybody on? Yes, Ellis Cook. How are you? Ellis, I've had news. I'm fighting on the 4th of April. My fight on the 4th of April on Raw. It's fighting that Nathaniel guy that you fought a few years ago. Hello, Isabel. Hello, Dan Richards. Oh, you're fighting on it. Holy shit, bro. Holy shit, bro. I ain't even looked at the card, you know. I've been all caught up on myself and not even clued up, man. Well, that's really cool. That's really even, that's awesome. Oh, I get to say hello to you in that then. Oh, very interesting fight. Mate, right, get this. It's C-class, right? 5 1.5 minute rounds with elbows. No knees to the head. Like, I'll say it again. It's alright, it's alright. It's C-class. C-class. No knees to the head. 5 1.5 minute rounds with elbows. What? Ludicrous. Might as well just fight full Thai rules. Do you know what I mean? Or at least B-class. I don't know, pro-am or something. 5-2s or something. Yeah? I don't know. Even I'm confused. But yeah, I'm fighting Nathaniel. Tough as fuck. We'll see how he fares up, eh? Oh, the time is drawing close. The time is drawing close. Next week, we go to war twice in one day. Hello, Scott. Hello, Hayden. Good morning to everybody joining. Hope you are all well. I seem very in high spirits considering it's 1 week away. Especially this morning for some reason. I'm not really too sure. I feel quite good. I mean, it's been a good week training. I've kept my head down. I've got the work put in. Yeah, I'm feeling good, man. Brett was in the gym yesterday. It was good to have a catch up with Brett, give him a little lift home and stuff. You got this grand, no doubt. Mate, you don't actually understand how much I could do with this grand. Like, that's what I'm fighting for, mate. Do you know what I mean? Like, it'll really, really, really sort us out just nicely. Oh, it just would, man. It really, really would. It would really help. So yeah, I'm fighting for a grand. Oosh. And there's more than that, obviously, on the line. Good morning, Rob. Or evening, potentially, in Thailand, wherever you are. 4 o'clock in the afternoon, maybe 3 o'clock. But yeah, so the time is drawing close now. I can feel the intensity coming in. Do you know what I mean? It's a nice feeling. It's nice being able to recognize it coming in. Do you know what I mean? And being able to try and begin to channel it and focus it and be able to utilize it and acknowledge it and use it, I suppose. Because it's a completely different kind of energy that you don't really get from anything else. I've tried to explain to my little brother, like, because obviously he's not been around me while I've been preparing for a fight and stuff, and I said, like, I spend most of my time like thinking about movements and being in there and what I might counter if he throws an elbow, or if he throws a 1-2, I might lean back and come in with the right hand and lift the left kick. Or I'm always thinking about these things, and it's borderline obsession. Do you know what I mean? It really, I don't stop. So then when I'm in this mode and like my brows come down and I'm like fucking well in there, and then somebody asks me to do something and I'm like, you what? And they're like, what are you doing? I'm like, what you want? And they're like, mate, I was just asking you to pass the sugar over, or something like that. Do you know what I mean? And I'm like, yeah, fine, all right. And it's not because I'm angry at you or at the situation or anything for that matter. it's just a case of I'm in that zone of where it's like, yeah, wartime, thinking about different things that you're doing, you've got to do in that ring. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, man, it's going to be an interesting one. I was watching Luke, he's been posting some videos now that he's coming back today, of some of the bag work that he's been doing, and yeah, it's going to be good. I hope I get him in the first round, you know, like I really do, and it'll be interesting to see. It will just be interesting to see, won't it? Like, good morning, Rab. Hope you're well, brother. Yeah, I kind of hope I draw Luke in the first. Who was it that said that to me yesterday? Somebody said that to me yesterday. And I hadn't even really thought about who I want to be drawn with first. Just because it's, I don't know, I've more been focusing on the fact that I've got to fight twice, and it'll be a long, hard challenge and stuff like that, do you know what I mean? But I've been thinking about then, since he said that to me, like, it's like, oh well, I might, who do I want in the first, do you know what I mean? It could shape then the way that it goes, and I'd never thought about that. So it's now, I've been since giving it a little bit of thought, and I probably would like the harder challenge first. Not that there is going to be a less harder challenge, but obviously Luke, I would say, out of the four of us that are in there, is probably the favourite to win. All you do is drive, mate. Yeah, pretty much. I pretty much live in my car, like, driving between, well, I'm generally always on live between, I go to work, so this is me driving to work now. It takes me about 45 minutes, an hour to get to work. And then it'll either be like on my way home from training or something, or while I'm bouncing between jobs at work. Because I'm a videographer, Anna, so I'll go around different bars and restaurants and stuff, and I could be dotted about here, there, and a little bit of everywhere. So it's utilising the time that I find myself here, being able to then vent and talk about, and this is my form of processing. So I've said this before, man, like, being able to verbalize and talk about the different things that I talk about in the videos is another way of thinking about it, because when you say it out loud, it sounds different to what you do when you think it. So if you're talking about how much, or if you're thinking about how much you don't feel ready, and how much you haven't put the work in, and how much you're maybe potentially anxious or scared, or if you're verbally saying that, you'll probably recognize the fact that, nah, I have put the fucking work in. I have actually been working hard enough to feel confident going into the fight, do you know what I mean? And that's what I use these live videos for, to verbally confirm the fact that well, sometimes I'm not feeling great, but I'll share you that, do you know what I mean? But like, good morning, Jay. Yeah, these live videos are used as a way of me then being able to watch back and digest what I've said. Sometimes, to be honest, I very rarely watch these back, so I'm chatting shit there, like. But yeah, like, since I've started downloading them, at least they're there to be able to be watched back at a later date and stuff, do you know what I mean? And the audio can be ripped into a podcast, which I will do eventually. And yeah, so it's all, there is a purpose. There is a purpose. And there's nobody else in the car with us anyway, so I can be a little bit crazy and shit, do you know what I mean? I can be a bit like, woo! Because I don't care, and I don't care about what anyone else thinks anyway, because why would you? They're not living your life, it's your life to live, so live it the way the fuck that you want, do you know? Like, fuck them. In the nicest and most humble way. Fuck them. Love it. It does come from a good place, that. Vaughn. Good morning, Vaughn. So yeah, the time is drawing close, and that focus is a funny thing that you begin to feel, and it is finding a way to be able to channel it and recognize that other people shouldn't feel the brunt of it should you not have to, do you know what I mean? So take that moment, if you're in that mode, then just taking that moment to come out of the mode and be friendly to people. Don't be like, what do you want? What do you want? Because you do feel it. You can, and you do get easily agitated, and your fuse, the best way to describe it is that your fuse becomes very short. I'm quite a patient and tolerant person, right? Very patient and tolerant, like, but I just become I lose my tolerance for people's stupidity, I suppose, because generally I'll be like, here, don't do that, mate. It's probably best that you do this or do this. You could probably go there and get that, or prepare this so that will happen, or something like that, and give them advice. But when it gets to this place and I'm like, mate, you're a fucking idiot, like, just get out my face. Nah, it's not really. I just don't talk to people, like, and it's a visible difference, obviously, because I'm quite an outspoken, outgoing sort of high in your face sort of guy. It's a visible difference when I walk in with my hood up and I'm like, do you know what I mean? The guys notice it, and I had to say to Chris the other day, like, I don't mean it, you know, it's I can't help it. Yes, Cliff. Yeah, I did say it. I don't mean it. It's not a conscious decision that I make to be in that way. It's just, it happens, doesn't it? So I'm excited, man. Like, I'm feeling fit at the minute. Like, my engine is, yes, lad, yes, lad. My engine is feeling topped up and full, and not over full, do you know what I mean? Like, it's not as though you've filled your car up and it feels sluggish. It's like 3/4 full, whereby it's like it's running efficiently, do you know what I mean? I'm able to crack rounds out, I'm able to work hard for the length of time that's allocated in the gym. Happy Friday, brother! Mate, every day is the fucking same. Every day is the same. It doesn't matter whether it's a Friday or a Tuesday or a Saturday. Like, I'm always working, I'm always training, I'm always doing something. So you gotta see, this is like, as much as we have a week and this working week, right? I'm gonna start getting all conspiracy theorist on you and abstract. Let's call it abstract. So yes, we have this construct of a week, but that is a construct given to us by the society of which we've grown in, right? So really, we have days. So we have this cycle that we go in, and it doesn't matter. You've got to create an environment whereby you're striving to achieve every day. It doesn't matter whether it's a Friday, it doesn't matter whether it's a Saturday or a Tuesday or a Thursday. Like, you need to be able to put yourself in a place, because of the work that I do and the nature of the work that I do, I like it and I want to do it all the fucking time, do you know what I mean? So I kind of, I'm lucky enough to be able to want to achieve that and progress with that on the more regular, and put in the daily grind to be able to achieve that, which is why it doesn't matter what day it is. I'm always doing the best that I can to be able to make the progress that we strive to achieve. Bit of Friday motivation for you. Do you know what I mean though? Do you know what I mean though? It's so true, man. Like, people who work in shitty jobs, it don't matter, because you're probably, or you should be, then working towards something different on the outside of work. So Jake, for example, he uses a 9 to 5 or whatever hours he works job to be able to facilitate the training to progress in that until he can make that whatever he wants it to be. Do you know what I mean? And there's a lot of other people who are doing that out there, and there's also, I mean, I do that. I go to work full time and try and make something else happen outside of office hours, and my daily job doesn't necessarily always abide by the normal working hours anyway. So it's you kind of do what you can when you can, to the best of your ability. You know what I mean? Given the time that you've got, and time is the currency. Which I suppose contradicts the weeks and months thing, but no, like, time as a whole is the currency. You need to make the most of the time that you've been given, however long that may be, because you don't actually know. And fuck it, innit? Do the best that you can. Love people. Yes, Alex. So yeah, and that's it for today, kind of, unless anybody's got a question. When's your next fight, bro? Next week! It is next week, next Friday, on Fighting Machines over in Widnes. It's, if anybody didn't already know, it's next week, mate. Fighting in a 4-man Pro-Am tournament. Time is but a concept used to measure the passing of our existence. Yeah, again, time is, it's the same thesis, I suppose. Will you be at Northern Kings Inter Club, mate, on the 14th of March? Yeah, I will be. Yes, Dave, good morning. And Cliff, I love that. It's very much what I've just said there, innit, before, about weeks and days and shit all being a construct given to us, and fed to us from what we believe. And that's the mad thing, because if you can unteach yourself that, yeah, I do tree surgery as a day job, but do Muay Thai in my passion. Ooh, gonna squeeze through on that one. Love doing that. Good morning, James. Kid, James. Oh, I've just gone through a red light nearly, and I can hear sirens. I hope they're not coming for me. Ooh. Kid and James wants to be on live.